That's 77,000, but where's the 680?
Gotta worry about my mom.
Where's the 680?
That one is getting occupied.
Budget is out.
That's just me. That's just whatever you want. And I got.
Hurry up.
Unless you don't think we can. What's up to you? Got a couple speakers too. Okay. What you got? Right now? Which one is it? Da-da-da-da.
Call to order.
Take power, right? Bow your heads, please. Almighty God, we come before you with gratitude for the opportunity to serve the city of Gonzales and its citizens. As we begin this meeting, we ask for wisdom, understanding, honesty, and integrity in our decisions. Guide our hearts toward justice, unity, and the common good, and help us always act as faithful stewards of the people we represent. Also, please keep our firemen, police, and all our city workers in our prayers. Amen.
Amen.
Okay, roll call vote. Anthony?
All right, Miss Terry couldn't make it, she got out sick, but let's go ahead and call the roll. Cynthia Gray James,
Here.
Mr. Tyler Turner,
Here.
Miss Terry Lambert,
Here.
Mr. Eddie,
Here.
and Mr. Boudreau.
Here.
All right, number 5, the public comment period. We have some speakers, but that's on some later topics. Anybody else submitted anything? Only, we have it all? Got some more? Okay. The mayor would like to add a proclamation for the Juneteenth. Can we get a motion to add that to the agenda?
Make a motion to add the proclamation for Juneteenth.
Motion by Councilman Turner, second by Councilman Williams. I'll go ahead and read it to y'all. Huh? Oh, my bad, I'm sorry. I'm a little new.
Ahead of the game.
Okay. Roll call vote, Ms. Cynthia Gray James, Councilwoman James,
Here.
Councilman Turner,
Yes.
yes. Councilman Lambert, Councilwoman Lambert.
Roll call.
Vote, we vote in a roll call to amend the agenda for the proclamation.
Oh, to amend it, okay, yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I said here. Well, yes.
Councilman Williams, I'm sorry,
Roll call.
Yes.
and Councilman Boudreau.
Yes.
Okay.
If you want, you want to approve the minutes and then come back and read both of them?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll save that for number 8. Let's move on to number 6. Approve the minutes of a public hearing of the mayor and city council taken on Tuesday, May 26, 2026.
A motion to approve.
Motion by Councilman Williams,
Second.
second by Councilman Boudreau. Roll call vote again? All right. Councilwoman James,
Yes.
Councilman Turner,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lambert,
Yes.
Councilman Williams,
Yes.
and Councilman Boudreau.
Yes.
All right, motion passed. Number 7, approve the minutes of a regular meeting of the mayor and city council taken on Tuesday, May 26, 2026.
A motion to approve.
Motion to approve by Councilman Williams,
This sheet that we have right here, that you have attached, that's not what we approved. You don't show the numbers, the budget summary numbers that we approved.
Right, we reduced that budget by 680,000.
So, can you fix the minutes? Can you fix this?
To attach that page that was
Yeah,
added?
the page that we're supposed to be,
Right, I didn't,
so I say we table it and bring it back with the
Bring it back in
proper
2 weeks.
paperwork.
Table it or defer? Or defer?
We got a
Put it
motion to
to-
approve
To approve, okay.
on the table. Motion,
I think we just take it back.
If you want to table it, fine. Go ahead.
motion to table?
I mean, if you table it, you got table, takes it up later tonight.
No.
You
Yeah, or
defer.
deferred,
You
yeah.
got deferred if you want to bring it up
Thank you, Ed.
the next meeting.
Well, what we need to do is have it correct. So I'll make a motion to defer it till next week until the paperwork's correct.
That's
Yeah, we
it.
did defer.
Okay.
Motion to defer for extra paperwork?
I'll second.
The changes.
I second it.
Yeah, he seconded.
All right.
Second by
Second already.
Councilwoman Lambert.
Okay.
Roll call.
Roll call vote. Councilwoman James?
Yes.
Councilwoman Lambert?
Yes, Turner.
Turner.
Councilman Turner?
Yes.
Councilwoman Lambert?
Yes,
Councilman Williams?
Yes.
Councilman Boudreaux?
Yes.
Motion passed. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and read the proclamation from the mayor on Juneteenth. On June 19th, 1865, more than 2 years after the Emancipation Proclamation was issued, enslaved African Americans in Galveston, Texas, were informed of their freedom, marking a pivotal movement in the United States history. And whereas Juneteenth, also known as Freedom Day and Emancipation Day, commemorates the end of slavery in the United States and serves as a celebration of resistance, preservation, and enduring pursuit of liberty and justice for all. And whereas the observance of Juneteenth provides an opportunity to reflect upon our shared history, recognize the contributions and achievements of African Americans, and commit to the principles of equality, dignity, and opportunity for every individual. And whereas the city of Gonzales values diversity, inclusion, and unity, and strives to foster a community where all residents are respected, empowered, and given the opportunity to thrive. And whereas Juneteenth encourages education, community engagement, and meaningful dialogue that strengthens understanding and promotes a more just and equitable society. And whereas African Americans have advanced academically, politically, and financially, and contribute to strive to build wealth within the black community in and beyond. And therefore, Tim Riley, Mayor of City of Gonzales, Parish of Ascension, State of Louisiana, do hereby proclaim June 19th, 2026 as Juneteenth Day.
We're going to take a picture here.
And the mayor would like to take a picture if y'all could.
Yeah, that's right. Down to us, it's down to us.
Okay. We're going to move on to number 8, proclamation proclaiming June 7th through 13th, 2026 as National Garden Club Week. I'll go ahead and read this proclamation. Whereas gardening, and by the way, the mayor met this morning and presented the proclamation to the Garden Club. Whereas gardening promotes environmental stewardship, civic pride, and the beautification of our community, and whereas the Gonzales Garden Club dedicates time, talent, and resources to improve the quality of life in Gonzales through horticulture, conservation, and community service, and whereas members of the Gonzales Garden Club contribute countless volunteer hours to maintain public spaces, support educational programs, and encourage responsible care of our national environment. And whereas the Gonzales Garden Club fosters knowledge of gardening, floral design, and economical awareness, inspiring citizens of all ages to appreciate and protect our local landscape. And whereas National Garden Club Week offers an opportunity to recognize the valuable contributions of Garden Club members and highlights the importance of preserving and enhancing our environment. Now, therefore, Tim Riley, Mayor of Gonzales, Parish of Ascension, State of Louisiana, do hereby proclaim June 7th through 13th, 2026 as National Garden Club Week.
Thank you, AK.
Okay, moving on to number 9. Declare the following utility department vehicle as surplus, a 2015 Ford F-250 VIN number 1FT7X2A66FEC 55935.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Boudreaux, second by Councilman Turner. Roll call vote. Councilwoman James?
Yes.
Councilman Tyler?
Yes.
Councilwoman Lambert?
Yes.
Councilman Williams?
Yes.
And Councilman Boudreaux?
Yes.
Motion passed. Number 10, approve a cooperative endeavor agreement between the City of Gonzales and Town of Sorrento, wherein the City of Gonzales donates and transfers ownership of a 2015 Ford F-250 VIN number 1FT7X2A66FEC 55935 to the Town of Sorrento.
Make the motion to approve.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
The language in the cooperative endeavor agreement says to share use of one of the 2015 Ford F-250s. I thought we were donating it to them.
Yeah, the same language was in the one that was previously done. We just copied it, but it does donate entire ownership to them.
So we're not sharing it?
No.
Okay,
We copied exactly how it was before. I saw that too.
okay.
Make
I
the
have-
motion to approve.
Motion by Councilman Turner,
Second.
second by Councilman Williams. Roll call vote. Councilwoman James,
Yes.
Councilman Turner,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lambert,
Yes.
Councilman Williams,
Yes.
and Councilman Boudreaux.
Yes.
Motion passed. Number 11, we have, approve application number 2026-366 submitted by Natasha London requesting a special use permit to operate an in-home childcare facility at 784 Huey Andrew Road, Zone R8, parcel number 2003-7458. And I do have a few speakers on that. First speaker, Donna Kleber.
Good evening. My name's Donna Kleber, and my husband and I own the home at 808 Huey Andrew, which is immediately adjacent to this proposed daycare. We purchased the home in 2018. We oppose this change due to several concerns. One is it violates the Homeowners Association restrictions in violation of the restrictions on the properties. I can read a little bit of three sections of the restrictions. 1.1 states that all lots contained in this subdivision are hereby designated as residential, and they shall be used for none other than residential purposes. 4.1 specifies that no commercial business will be on the properties, and 4.2 specifies that no sign of any kind shall be displayed for public view on the lot. Additionally, in addition to the restrictions prohibiting this, I have personal concerns for increased traffic. This is a dead-end street. We chose this lot specifically because it was on a dead-end street, because of having less traffic. So of course, putting a daycare facility there is going to increase the traffic. The possibility for sustained noise affecting the neighborhood tranquility of a residential neighborhood. The potential for change to residential character, that it would affect the quiet residential nature of the area, and the zoning rules are specifically designed to prevent incompatible uses from altering neighborhood character, so we would appeal to y'all to not approve this change. Also, that there could be potential modifications to the property, making it feel like a business rather than a home, such as signage, of course. Also, I'm not sure what fencing requirements would be in place that might be contrary to residential fencing, and then also commercial playground equipment, because we, of course, want children to have playground equipment. Also, significantly would be parking concerns. These homes are not designed for multiple simultaneous visitors or staff parking, or people having to have frequent in and out at the same time for drop off and pickup. There's barely room for us to park ourselves. And those are the,
Are you on the HOA?
I'm not on the
You're
HOA,
not?
no. I'm just the homeowner next door.
Okay, the 4.1 and the 4.2, could you read those again for us?
4.1 is regarding commercial, noxious, or offensive activity. And by the way, I believe we have a copy of restrictions for y'all here. Yeah,
Yeah, that would be helpful.
yeah. And it
I think I
says,
asked for that earlier today.
yeah, sorry. And so
You have one
that's,
for all of us?
I have multiple, I can
Okay.
give you some more, just some more of the maps and stuff if you guys want.
so 1.1, 4.1, and 4.2 are the
Okay.
main ones. I don't know if you wanted me to read them
Okay,
anymore
you don't need
since
to
you
read.
have.
I got it, thank you. All right.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay.
Next, we have Alexis Hayes. She does not wish to speak. She's against. Elizabeth Kale is against. Would you like to speak? It is not marked. No? Okay. Stephen Summerlin is against.
Yes, Bill wrong agenda item on the next two, 12, 13.
Okay, 12 and 13?
Yeah, I didn't move the agenda.
All right. And the last person we have is Gage Hillcrease as against. Would you like to speak? All right. I think that's all the speakers we have. Does we want to let Ms. London
Yes.
speak?
Good evening. I have reviewed the records restriction for Point Andrew filing 2, lot 37 through 63. I understand that section 4.1 prohibits commercial business, but I do not see any language that specifically prohibits a family child care home, daycare, or child care service. I also note that the restriction expressly allows a homeowner to lease his or her home, which suggests not all activities involving compensations are prohibited. My question is, what specific provision of the restrictions prohibit a licensed family child care home from operating in a residence? If the city's position is that a family child care home is considered a commercial business under these restrictions, I would like to know the legal bias for that interpretation and whether the city has an audience policy or prior decision supporting that conclusion. I am simply asking for clarification because the restrictions, hold on one second. The restrictions do not expressly mention daycare centers, family child care homes, or child care service. And I know that the person that just spoke, she expressed about having a playground area. Well, I have small children, so if I want to have my house is fenced in. So if I want to have toys in the background, that's my property, I can do that. You have other owners that, someone spoke the last meeting, he has an office, that's prohibited, but you're still operating out of there and said that would be an issue. So my thing is, first, in here, if you read it, it prohibits even leasing, but then it comes back and say that you can lease your home. So it's very conflicting of what can be done and what can't be done and whatever. So I want it to be pointed out to me, where is it that I can, even if I do 6 children, it's still considered as a family in-home center. It's not considered as a commercial. So where is it that is excluding me from doing this in my home?
How many kids do you keep?
I haven't started yet. I used to, and I had a facility where I did probably over 20, but I tried to suit them because I'm not living in a resident at the moment, and I wanted to do something with it instead of just leaving it vacant and whatever. So I did consider 12, and then I dumbing it down to where if I operate 6 children, it's like a family home daycare. So now I'm considering just 6 children. So I'm just trying to see where would it be an inconvenience to my neighbors that will cause a big disruption. I'm not understanding that. Even when traffic, it is a neighborhood, it's a subdivision. You're gonna get traffic whether that's a home daycare or not. So what, like, I'm not understanding what is the fuse about it and where are the rules that's really restricting, that's prohibiting this, because I don't see it anywhere in here.
Were you planning on having any employees?
No, with 6 children, no ma'am.
Okay, because isn't there a law about if you have more than 6 children, you have to have
Yeah,
more than
yes,
one?
ma'am.
Okay, so one thing I know with the city is if you have employees, you can't, that's a city ordinance. If you have any employees, you cannot do it.
Okay,
So if it's you and the 6 kids, that's like a different,
yes ma'am.
Anybody else has anything else they want to add?
but I think that 1.1 of the HOA restrictions, none other than residential purposes. I think people have home offices like all over the place, a desk and a chair and a computer. But this is more like a business because you have people coming in and out a lot. You
Well,
know?
not necessarily, because I already altered where I have a van, because like I said, I probably had a business and whatever. And I have a van where I designated for my parents to suit my neighbors and whatever, not with disturbance, to get like a bus stop somewhere. I haven't decided where, would pick the children up in the van and whatever. That would be the meeting point for all parents and whatever. Transport them back in the van to my residence. The van will be parked in my driveway and whatever. And then once I let out, I will transport them back to the dropout. So it wouldn't be really any inconvenience unless a parent has to pick up their child. Well, I'll know ahead of time, you know, but it wouldn't be an inconvenience to my neighborhood.
Any more commentary? Yes, ma'am. Did you fill out a card, ma'am?
I did, and I
Yes, ma'am. Okay.
Hi, I'm Alexis Hayes. I'm at 1209 Point Andrew. My only question with her wanting to have the child care center in her home is that she originally applied for that application to have a child care facility. No one was against the 6 kids. She said she wanted to have 20 kids and then dumbed it down to 12, and then now she's saying 6. So like, where are we at on that? Her application was supposed to be for a commercial business in a residential home.
I'm asking, I'm trying to get down to the bottom of it.
Yeah, because that's what the application, I believe, said, was that she was trying to have an in-home childcare facility, not, nobody comes to the city council to say, hey, I want to have 6 children in my home. You
Right.
get that through the Louisiana Board of Education. Like, you don't have to get it approved to have that in a residential neighborhood. But a facility, yes, you do.
Thank you, ma'am.
Scott, you here?
I see y'all y'all denied it, right? All four of them? Okay. All right, well, I make a motion to upheld planning and zoning's decision to deny.
A second. We have a motion by Councilman Boudreaux to deny, second by Councilman Williams. Roll call vote. Councilwoman James.
Yes.
Councilman Turner.
Yes.
Councilwoman Lambert.
Yes.
Councilman Williams.
Yes.
And Councilman Boudreaux.
Yes.
Motion passed to deny. Number 12, approve application number 2026-367 submitted by Christy Raines requesting a special use permit to operate an Airbnb at 919 West Rothland Street, Unit 5C, Zone R3, parcel number 2492105. I have two speakers on this agenda item. Christy Raines. I'm sorry, yeah. You're the applicant.
Hello, I'm Christy Raines. I've been in Ascension for my whole life. I just recently did move to Livingston Parish, and for the record, I do want to say Mark is speaking next, and he is also an owner of this particular unit. We have invested over $50,000 into purchasing and renovating our 2 units. We operate responsibly using rental platforms that do guest verification. We also have our own screening process. We primarily have working professionals that are at the local plants. They're there for work, meals, and rest. Our guests are not disruptive. We are actively involved owners. We are there at our units blowing leaves and picking up trash all the time. We have assigned parking. Our guests usually come with 1 vehicle. We have 2 assigned parking spots, so parking is not ever an issue. We have 4 people max in our units because we have 2 beds, but we typically only have 1 to 2 guests. We do not rent to locals. That's not what we feel like short-term rentals are for. It's for people out of town that are going to be staying in our community for quite some time that don't want to just stay in 1 hotel room. We don't really contribute, our guests don't really contribute to garbage service like I guess normal tenants would, because they're there usually half the time. And we feel like our units are better maintained than a normal 1-year lease, that landlords don't typically go back to the units until the year is up. And we are at our units every week checking different things for maintenance or like changing out the HVAC, air conditioner filter and things like that. While we've been in operation, we have not had any complaints ever.
How long have you been in operation?
One of them has been almost a year and the other one's a year and a half.
Okay. Is there any reason why you prefer renting it short-term instead of long-term?
Yes, because we feel like we're meeting a specific need of the community. So one of the driving things was my son went and worked out of town, and he stayed in a hotel room, and it was like a 3-month job. And after about a month, he was really depressed and wanted to come back, because living in a hotel room, 4 walls it's not like, short-term rentals provide like a home away from home. So it was really, really difficult, and it made me see that another side of it, like how we could really meet a need in the community for Gonzales. We're just asking for fairness, clarity, and the opportunity to continue to operate responsibly.
Any question?
Scott, hate to ask you again, but I'm reading your recommendation. You got recommendations approval with special use permit, subject to staff conditions. That's the 2 assigned parking spots and,
Yes, we had 2 assigned parking spots. We had maximum of 4 guests.
Where is that? Where's the recommendation? And the conditions?
It was like we had to have carbon monoxide detectors, which we do.
I don't see it in my executive summary here. I'll look for it earlier. I don't see it.
okay.
If you got any more questions for Scott, he can come up to the podium. Kurt, you have any more questions for him?
No, that's it. I just,
Mayor,
Okay.
do I need to sit
Yeah.
down?
No, ma'am, you finished?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay.
Any questions for Ms. Christie?
Thank you. We do have one more speaker, Mr. Stephen Summerlin.
Good afternoon. I'm also an invested person in the community of Cypress Village. My wife and I also have units there. You should have minutes in your packet from a HOA meeting that was held, kind of a special meeting that was called to address the Airbnb provision. The restrictions in the HOA do not specifically outline you cannot have Airbnb, so the meeting was drawn to take a vote to include the language or not include the language for that provision use of the property. At the meeting, we obviously didn't meet the quorum required for the association, but the attendees that were at the meeting unanimously voted against the provision for the Airbnb operation for the specific units. I think there was a concern that was brought forward to the property management committee run by Nan, that we had frequent people coming in and out of the short-term properties. There was concern about the sustainability of that, also the impacts of the residents, because it is a community residential area. There's a lot of long-term residents who live there. Yes, there are other rentals, but they are not short-term. They're 30 days or greater. So I think the concern that we would have would be the precedents that would be set if this nomination is granted to get the special use permit. Maybe, Christy and Mark have the best interest to operate responsibly. They have provisions to, manage their screening, but others that come after them may not have the same thought. So for us, or my wife and I, we would oppose the resolution to adopt the provision to allow short-term rentals, specifically the Airbnb platform, but the vote of the HOA was to limit anything less than 30 days. We did take out the wording of Airbnb, but it was just 30 days or less. The association voted against that short duration of rentals. That's all I have.
About how many people did not want this, like just,
I think in the minutes we had 7 people in attendance, 1 proxy, everyone but Mark and Christie voted nay at that time. Obviously the vote didn't count because we didn't meet the provisions of the HOA, but at least it gives you a indication of the body of the HOA who attended and their thoughts around the short-term rentals.
are you gonna vote on this in the future?
Yeah, I would think that we're maybe a little bit out of order, so we need to get the HOA resolved in terms of, does the HOA collectively want to have that type of activity in the association or not? And then I think, we would go forward. So for me, the others maybe that are here, the HOA hasn't resolved the issue, because the guidelines and the bylaws and restrictions were written years ago. It does specifically talk in section 14 about leases, short-term, specifically time-sharing, when time-shares were a concern about turnover of the property. And so that kind of speaks to the same vein of a Airbnb or a VRBO.
It says it in HOA restrictions right
Section
now?
14, it talks about use of the property, no time-sharing.
Do you have those restrictions?
I have them in email. Yeah, we can send them.
Well, I mean, if you have the restrictions
Yeah,
saying.
yeah,
Yeah, we have the restrictions.
but they don't have it written up. I mean, we can't base it on what they're gonna have a meeting on. I mean, our planning and
Oh, it's
zoning,
not in the restrictions yet?
like-
Okay,
our planning and
okay.
zoning recommends approval with special use, subject to the staff conditions that they said,
So I think the concern for us is, right, the precedence
Well-
of giving a special use provision permit, you know, where does it end? And then, you know, potential discussions around rezoning in the future. So, I mean, we also have a significant financial interest in the area, but we also support the long-term residents and rentals.
I have a question. You're against it?
I'm sorry?
You are against the
Against, yes.
Airbnb?
Yeah, for the short term.
Okay.
It's more,
And this-
not necessarily against the platform, but against the duration of the
Yeah, I
rental.
understand. This is a condominium, right?
I'm sorry?
It's a condominium?
It's condominium complex.
Okay. And this would be a single unit Airbnb?
I think that's what their goal is. It's they have 2 units, so they want to have the special use for their 2 specific units.
Okay.
But you would be okay if they weren't less than 30 days?
Yeah, that was the intent of the HOA meeting, to address the duration of the rental. It was specifically brought forward to the board meeting to call out no Airbnbs in the provisions, but we said that was not necessary if you limit it to 30 days rental time. You know, no less than 30 days rental time. So the association is more concerned with the duration of the rental, having people turn over, you know,
Yeah.
migrants
Good
type
question.
activity.
Okay, only problem I have with this,
But,
a condo is usually long-term. Airbnb is short-term.
Right.
And they want to put 2 units, that's correct? 2
That's-
units?
Their
Right.
provisions have 2.
Number 12 and
Okay.
number 13.
So we are against
Okay.
the permit.
It would
for
be a
that.
total of 2 units. One for number 12 and one for number 13.
I think that's-
Right now, for number 12, it would be 1 unit. Okay, and the rest of the area would be condo.
It's still condo inside the complex,
Okay,
but they're all, you know, they're abutting units,
Yeah.
2 or side by side.
yeah.
So you would have
But
potential.
what I'm saying, the resident purchased these condo with the intention of long-term.
I can't speak for them. They purchased it for, I guess, the purpose of
Long-term,
rentals, yeah.
yeah.
do you need it to come back up?
No, we good.
No, I'm good. Normally, long-term. And Airbnb would be short-term, so that would be a
correct.
difference with traffic and safety
Correct.
concerns.
And that's where the meeting of the HOA was originally requested to be drawn, because residents in the, you know, in the community were already having concerns around just the nature of the short term.
Okay. Okay.
Any more questions?
Nope, we good.
Good? Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and recommend approval on the special use, approve the special use permit subject to staff conditions by planning and zoning.
Second.
Are you making a motion or you
Yeah,
just
to
recommend
approve.
it?
Motion to approve.
Motion to approve.
Motion to
Subject
approve with subject to what staff said
Yeah.
by Councilman Boudreaux.
Special use permit subject to staff.
Okay. Second by Councilman Williams. Okay, roll call vote. Councilwoman James.
30 days is being paid, 3 days.
No,
Councilman Turner.
Yes.
Councilwoman Lambert.
No.
Councilman Williams.
Yes.
Councilman Boudreaux.
Yes.
Motion passed. Number 13, approve application number 2026-368 submitted by Mark E. Boss, requesting a special use permit to operate an Airbnb at 909 West Tony Street, Unit 15B, Zone R3, parcel number 200194998. First speaker, Mr. Boss.
Thank you for letting me speak. As Christy mentioned, I'm a part owner in the other condo as well. Well, we're actually getting married next week, so it's these 2 condos. This one I own exclusively by myself for now. to answer some of the questions about the HOA they were talking about, I am actually on the HOA board. They did bring it up. We didn't have enough votes to change the declaration on there, so that's where we're at for now. If it ever happens where they get together to change it, of course, we'll respect that and we will change it as needed. I've operated this one for over a year, before we ever knew about zoning or anything like that, and we've never had any complaints. It's just, I work at a local chemical plant, and some of the contractors come in and they don't stay in hotels. We have 2 separate bedrooms, washer and dryer in the unit, kitchens at the end, internet access. It's a home away from home. I spend a lot of time over there between the guest shows up and, that's it. But I guess that's all.
Any questions for Mr. Boss?
No.
Thank you, sir. I do have 2 remaining speakers. Mr. Stephen Summerlin again?
Same comment.
Same comments? Okay. And I also have Arlene Vayon. Did I say that right? Okay. You don't need to speak? She is against.
Okay, that's it. Scott, what's the same conditions?
Same conditions on this one.
Same. And again, I went 4-0, right? Okay. I make a motion to approve the special use permits subject to staff conditions.
Second. We have a motion by Councilman Boudreaux to approve subject to staff, seconded by Councilman Williams. Roll call vote. Councilwoman James.
No.
Councilman Turner.
Yes.
Councilwoman Lambert.
No.
Councilman Williams.
Yes.
And Councilman Boudreaux.
Yes.
Motion passed. Okay, number 14, engineering report, Mr. Jared Bauer.
All right, thank you, Mayor and Council. So last meeting, I did introduce to you all Mr. Robert Mendoza. I'm going to give him the opportunity to come up tonight and give his update to everybody.
Good evening, everyone. Just a couple of quick updates. The Kennedy Heights project, which was brought up last time, the notice to proceed was issued June 1. This is the assembly period where they order materials and get themselves organized. So by the next council meeting, we should have a schedule and know which streets they'll begin on. So that's Kennedy Heights. In terms of Freeland Jackson, the updates for this week are that we gave the police department the camera locations for the security cameras that'll go around the building that were not part of the construction project. And also the mural of Freeland Jackson himself was approved and added to the cost of the project without additional cost. And we are still awaiting Entergy to do the switch over, but that should be in the next couple weeks. And then the last major update was the master plan. The 2 meetings were pretty well attended, the staff meeting and the public meeting. We saw a couple of council members there as well. So we thank everybody for coming. We are expecting the comments, all those comments to be put together by Wagner this week and to get a report on that Wednesday. And that's it. Are there any questions?
On the Kennedy Heights,
Yes,
did
sir.
y'all award that contract yet?
Yeah, the contract has been awarded and the notice to proceed was June 1st to
Did
CM
we approve
Construction.
that? Did we approve that? We did? Well, I don't remember, what was the lowest bid?
It went to CM Construction for about just under 1.3 million.
Okay, is that the one where the state's sub?
Yes, sir. It's
Okay.
a state 80-20 split.
Okay. So you got all the permits filed for the state and everything?
All permits.
Okay.
Yeah, so with the state, it's not necessarily a permit, it's for the grant application, right? They have something, and that's all been resolved.
Okay.
It was just waiting on CM to submit their post-bid documents, which has happened since our last meeting. Notice to proceed has occurred, based off of that.
Okay.
Any other questions? All right. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Number 15, DPW report, Mr. Roosevelt Vessel.
Good evening, all. First, I'm going to start with utilities. Install new water and gas meters, repair water leaks all over the city, doing locates for LA 1 call every day, flushing fire hydrants on dead-end streets and as needed. We got a good report from TMB about our water system, and they're checking water wells and taking water samples every day. Parks and recreation, buildings and grounds, they pressure wash the splash pad, change out all the pool gratings, repair the toilet at the swimming pool, weed eating and cutting grass, cut the trees off of the fence at Carver Park and Municipal Park, picked up litter and cleaned trucks. They cleaning the bathrooms at all the parks, picking up all the litter at the parks and keeping the parks cut, keeping the baseball field cut, and keeping them fields ready to be played on and at Carver Park, keeping up the tennis courts and the pickleball courts. Sewer department checking lift stations every day, doing locates for LA 1 call every day, worked on pumps at lift station number 15, which is on South Dollar, checked the main sewer line at Penn Apartments on West Highway 30, greased motors and checked valves at the lift station by the maintenance barn, checked grease traps at restaurants on West Highway 30, replaced the rear plates on pumps at lift station number 41, which is on West Orange Roth Road, sanitation, drainage, and streets department, picking up trash and limbs, picking up litter, cutting grass and weed eating, putting up new street signs, straightening up leaning signs and poles, patching potholes, checking drainage ditches for trash after rain, dug out ditches on North Jesse Street, and the guys picked up 78 bags of litter. As y'all can see, we are very busy. Any questions for me?
Thank you, Roosevelt. I need a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.